Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you guys are all having a great day. I asked you guys to send me questions for Q&A back in January. Then I didn't do it. And then I asked again for you guys to send me questions back in June. And I didn't do it. I'm gonna do it now. All these questions are from back then. I appreciate you guys sending them in. And yeah, let's give you guys some answers because I've been on YouTube a long time now. Coming up on 12 years, the entirety of my 20s. I'm now a 30-year-old man. Gonna be 31 this year in a couple months. So yeah, my perspective on a lot of things. So even if these are some questions I've answered before, my perspective now is a good bit different because I'm a good bit different and time has moved on and I've matured and grown, hopefully. Well, I haven't really matured. I've grown, definitely. Maturing is hard. But yeah, anyway, let's jump into some of these questions. Thank you guys for watching. Let's see what we got. Russell says, what's the best thing to come out of building your YouTube career? And he mentions glitch, meeting others, etc. I literally have everything in my life thanks to my YouTube career. Literally everything. And that's thanks to you guys. So first off, I want to say thank you all so much for watching over the years. Those of you guys who continue to support, those of you guys who are new supporters, those of you guys who supported in the past, and maybe you're coming back to this video, whatever reason, thank you. You guys have literally changed my life in every way possible and in every aspect. So I have literally everything I have in life because of my YouTube career. I have my fiance, I have the house that I'm living in, I have my passions, my hobbies. A lot of my best friends in the world came from YouTube. My connections, my understanding of who I am, literally everything. I don't know what more to say other than that. I would be a completely different person without YouTube, and probably not nearly as happy. So thank you guys so much for all the support over the years. But yeah, I mean, the best thing would be my fiance, Kelly. If I wasn't doing YouTube, I don't think I ever would have met her. And she's the best person in my life. I can't even imagine having not met her. Yeah, I don't know what more to say than that. YouTube is literally giving me everything. Like, this bed right here, there's a bed in this is a guest bedroom. I wouldn't have a guest bedroom. Probably would be in a studio apartment or something. I have this TV, bought that with YouTube money. This microphone, I've had this microphone for like 8 or 9 years. Kind of gross. It's pretty grimy. I might do a video where I swab it with a petri dish and see what bacteria is going on in it. That might be really funny or disgusting. Anyway, thank you for the question. Moving along, let's see. Electric Shots asks, is it a good idea to start YouTube and streaming with how games are at the moment? Love you and thank you for all your hard work. First of all, love you too. Thank you for all your support. Appreciate it. And I actually think now is one of the best times to start doing YouTube and streaming because games are kind of boring. Everything's kind of dull. A lot of your favorite streamers are just kind of going through the motions, myself included. There's nothing to be super motivated about. Like when Fortnite was popping, I was playing, you know, hours and hours a day trying to do the coolest, crazy stuff in the game, finding all the craziest glitches and all the craziest little things that you can do in the game. But now it's like everyone's kind of bored. Everyone's kind of burnt out. A lot of people are taking breaks. A lot of the big people are, you know, slowing down or focusing on other things or just kind of just chilling. So now's a great time where if you're a new YouTuber or streamer or whatever, now's a great time for you to do something that stands out. Do something that's interesting. Come in with a new level of motivation and vigor, okay, that these big streamers don't have because they're burnt out. They've been doing it a long time. They're bored. You're not bored. You're excited because this is new for you. So try and show that. Try and bring some enthusiasm to a state of gaming that's a little boring and stale for a lot of people at the moment. And I know a lot of people are saying it's only boring for multiplayer games. Most of what I do, most of what people do on YouTube is multiplayer gaming. Okay, so that's why it's a little stale right now. I get it. There are some incredible single player games out there. And for those of you guys who are enjoying those, awesome. Good for you. Happy for you. B51 Mustang 03 asks, in all of your years playing video games like COD, Fortnite, and others, which game/game franchise was your least favorite and why? I don't know which one's a least favorite. If it was a least favorite, I just wouldn't play it. I guess maybe I'll go in the context of what was popular on YouTube. PUBG is up there when everyone was loving PUBG and playing like crazy back in like 2016, 2017. I cannot stand that game. I think that's one of the most overrated games of all time. I hated the movement. I hated so much about that game, but all these people were loving it and excited about it and making content on it. I just couldn't do it. Didn't like the game. Just could not get into it. I'm sure some people feel the same way about Fortnite. Fair enough. That's justified. But that's definitely one that comes to mind. Mario Kart, in a way, I know a lot of people are like, what? You played a lot of Mario Kart. Yeah, but it wasn't a good time. As you can tell, I did not have fun most of the time. And also I used to get copyright issues back when Nintendo was like copywriting people because they're just an ancient dumb company. So yeah, I would have to like struggle to stay connected. My game would lose connection too in the middle of races. So I'd have to stay connected, not rage and break my whole setup, make the video, upload it, hope it didn't get copyright claimed. Most of the time it would get copyright claimed. So then we would edit it and like mirror it and flip stuff around and do all these crazy things, jump through all these hoops. And then just have a video basically that puts on display my, my anger and failure. Hey, why aren't you subscribed? It's free. You're coming back for the videos anyway. Click subscribe. Like the video as well while you're at it. Okay, back into the video. Urshi Drew asks, what's something you want to try but can never fully send it for some reason, either video or life, either way? There's a lot of things. There's a ton of things. You're going to learn this as a lot of you guys get older. A lot of you guys are getting older. You guys are going to learn this. You know, everybody tells you time is very limited. When you're a kid and when you're younger, that doesn't even register in your brain. But eventually, life happens. You have people in your life that you need to spend time with. You have responsibilities that take up your time. You have jobs. You have whatever, schoolwork, whatever. You have these things that take up your time. And then what little time you have left is super precious, and you kind of got to realize you can't do everything, so it's important to like kind of specialize on a few things and focus on those things. But there's tons of things I wish I could do, or I wish I could get good at. One is riding dirt bikes. I really wish I could spend more time doing that and get really good at it. I loved watching freestyle motocross and supercross and all this stuff as a kid, and people jumping dirt bikes super high. I would love to do that. That literally looks like the most thrilling thing on the planet to me. But one, I'm a bit of a pussy, so I don't want to get hurt. And two, it takes a lot of work, obviously, to get good at that. Also, I need to probably lose some weight. I don't know about, 6'5", 280-pound dudes flying on dirt bikes. It's not super common, except for Moto Mike. Put a clip of Moto Mike on the screen. Shout out this dude. This dude's a legend. I'm trying to get like him. Another one is I would love to be able to work on cars and like restore cars or build cars or buy crappy cars and fix them up, make them look nice. But one, I don't have the patience. I have a bit of the ADHD. Man, I start to work on something and the second one thing goes wrong, a bolt won't come out the way it's supposed to, or something breaks, I lose full engagement with whatever's happening. And another thing is that obviously it's very time consuming, and it's a skill you have to learn, and I just don't have the time to do it, but I would love to eventually. As far as video wise, I'd love to make like cool documentaries, but they just take a ton of time. There's a lot of big project videos I would love to do. With the way my YouTube channel is set up and the way my life is set up at the moment, it's not something that I can really do, because it would take away so much time from the usual content you guys like. I would have to take months off to produce this one crazy video that, I don't know, it may not even do that well, because maybe I'm not even good at it. I don't know. Maybe someday, we'll see. But yeah, there's tons of things, and you guys are gonna find that too as you grow up. There's tons of things you're gonna want to try and want to do, but you're just never really gonna get around to it. That's just life, man. Adam asks, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Especially YouTube, because you've been making it for more than 10 years. Now, what about the next 10 years? Also, here's a bonus pic. Wow, that is a glorious picture of me. Hopefully, I'm not doing anything like that 10 years from now, because I'm an idiot for even allowing that to exist on the internet. Man, I don't know where I see myself in the next 10 years. I really don't. I have a lot of goals and a lot of plans, a lot of things. I do see myself still doing YouTube, truly. Maybe it's not gaming. Maybe 10 years from now, I've become fully burnt out with gaming, which I guess that's kind of a topic I want to talk about too. I still enjoy playing video games. I really do. It's just my barometer is it's fucked. My barometer is fucked. Okay, what used to bring me joy doesn't bring me as much joy anymore. The things that used to be fun, I've experienced a lot in terms of gaming. I've been at the highest levels of video games like Fortnite, the biggest game on the planet in terms of like both my content. There was a time when I was playing Fortnite and uploading and getting 1 million views overnight, every video, and that was insane, and that was such a high. And so my barometer and the way I compare experiences in video games is a little off and a little askew. And also I look at video games from a perspective of content, and so I still enjoy video games, but it's just harder and harder and going to continue to be harder and harder as time goes on for me to be excited about that. And that's with anything in life. You do something long enough, especially as a job, it's gonna lose a bit of that allure and charm. So yeah, I probably will still be doing some gaming stuff in 10 years, I imagine, maybe, but there's a chance that I get super burnt out and I transition into other passions of mine, like cars, which is another thing you guys have been asking me about. We'll get to that next. Yeah, maybe doing car stuff. I would love to do some sort of automotive channel with my dad. Hopefully my dad is retired by then, and him and I can just, I don't know, build race cars in a garage and make videos about it. Or maybe by then I am doing some sort of documentary style stuff. I don't know, travel vlogs, who knows? I definitely see myself still doing YouTube in 10 years. I just don't know what that content may be, but it's going to be something I'm passionate about, and it's going to be videos that I enjoy making that I hope you guys enjoy watching. Thank you for that question. So yeah, now let's jump over. I got a ton of people asking about everything cars, my cars, car content, what car I'm gonna buy next, my garage tour. If you guys don't know, I'm super big into cars, always have been, and obviously thanks to you guys and thanks to YouTube, I've been very fortunate in my life that I've been able to buy some of my dream cars, and there's something I'm truly passionate about, but it's always been something I haven't really talked about, especially on this channel. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you see my cars. I post on Instagram a lot. I don't really post as much about my cars on Twitter or on this YouTube channel here, because it's just kind of like a thing where people see it as a flex, or they see it as like a display of wealth, or some sort of like show-offy thing. And that's really, for true car guys, that's not what cars are about. It's not about showing off like, oh, look what I can afford, or look, I'm better than you because I have this car. It truly is just a thing. I can be passionate about every car. I think there are cool cars from $1,000 to $1 million, everything in between. I have passion about any car that piques my interest in any way. You know, it's about the driving experience, about the way they look, it's about the way they make you feel, it's about the memories you have in them, it's about the places they take you. Cars are a huge passion of mine. I would love to share more of my car stuff. This is not really the channel to do it. My Tyler Wine channel, my vlog channel, if you guys aren't subscribed, I do post some more car content there. I'm gonna post more car content there in the future. And like I said, maybe years down the line, I have a whole car channel where that's all I talk about, because it truly is probably my next biggest passion after video games. If you guys want to see some of my cars, I'll put some photos from my Instagram on screen here. Again, this is not me showing off. I truly am incredibly fortunate to be able to own these vehicles, but it really is about the actual experience of owning them and driving them that they're special to me. I really don't care if you guys like them or don't like them, or if other people don't like them. I don't own them to, you know, show up to clubs and show off. Yeah, I own them because I like them and I drive them, and I'm very passionate about them. I guess maybe let's, yeah, so I guess I'm not really going to answer these questions because I don't really think this is the place to it, but I wanted to talk about it. There you go. Jason or Abstract Crane 72 asks, if you had the ability to clone yourself, what is the first thing you would make them do? Would you make them go to college for you, or just some YouTube content? College is a done deal. I'm never going back to college. I quit going to college in like 2015. I was not doing well. I'm never going back. I've made enough connections on YouTube, and I understand this space enough where I'll always have some sort of job or career in this space. So if I were to clone myself, I probably would make an automotive channel or focus on my vlog channel. The vlog channel is super fun, but man, making that kind of content is so time consuming. You have to think of cool ideas. You have to set up, you know, scenes, or like set up events that are going to happen that are interesting to film. You have to film multiple camera angles. It takes hours to film, then it takes even more time to edit, and it's a lot of work. It really is, especially to make the videos that I like to make, where there's a lot of things happening. Like there's like what could be 3 or 4 different vlogs all in one, which is what I like to do. But I have this gaming channel that is my main focus. You know, it's how I make my money. It's how I make my living. It's the thing that has always been the most consistent in my life, and it's got the biggest audience and the people that I feel like I need to, you know, provide content to the most. So that's my main focus, and then the vlog stuff happens on the side. If there was 2 of me, both could be the main focus. So I guess that's what I would do. Good question. Goop ass or tits? Ass. Not even close. Listen, love me some titties. If you got some big titties out there, congratulations. Those are awesome as well. I don't hate your titties, but boy, oh boy, something about booty cheeks. I don't know. Just love butt cheeks. They're nice. Oh, I had a couple questions asked me about more solo content. Well, for one, here's some solo content, what I'm doing right now. I might do more stuff like this where I just kind of talk about things, because I don't know. I'm not good at, I truly don't think I'm good at doing solo videos in general. I don't think I'm as funny. I don't think I am as creative. I feel a little out of my element. I'm really good at bouncing off of other people and like making jokes back and forth with people in that banter. That's just what I'm good at. I don't know why. Solo content's way harder for me to do, and I don't feel like I'm as good at it, and so I don't feel as happy about it when I produce it. So I don't do as much of it, but I might try and do some more here and there, especially stuff like this. So let me know what kind of solo content you guys would like to see and what you personally think about my solo content. Maybe I'm wrong. I think my multiplayer stuff with other people is just way better and way more entertaining. But we'll mess around with it. We'll mess around with it. Yesy or Jensen asks, whenever you're on your free time, do you have a type of game to play? If not, then what's your favorite game to play with the boys? So, like I said, with my free time, I generally don't play games. I go out and do car-related stuff, or hang out with my friends in real life, or go do the vlog stuff, or just hang out with Kelly or my dogs or my family, whatever. Generally speaking, when I'm playing games to make videos, because that's the most fun I have playing games, is when I'm making content and hanging out with my friends. But there is one game I still play just casually that I don't record or stream, and that's Hearthstone. I don't know why. It's just a game I played for like a decade. I'm pretty decent at it. It's a pretty chill game. I can play it while I watch YouTube videos or podcasts or whatever. And it's just a relaxing thing for me. That's generally the only game I play in my free time. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm out doing other stuff. I'm trying to get out of the house. You know, I spent the last decade of my life sitting in a room like this all day, all hours of the day. Now I'm a little bit older. I want to get out of the house a little bit. You know, touch some grass, just pet some grass a little bit. So, yeah. This was another question I got a ton. Boone Brandenburg asks, will there be any new Wildcast episodes? I watch the old ones every now and then. I think yes. I think it's going to be making a comeback. I really appreciate your guys' support on the Wildcast. I hope that when we bring it back, it continues to get that amount of support. And if it doesn't, whatever, it's still fun to do. Anthony had a lot of stuff going on with him moving, and COVID kind of made it difficult because I really liked the in-person aspect of it. Doing it on a Discord call is fun, and those episodes did do well. It's not the same though. Being able to sit down with whoever you're talking to in person is just another dynamic. I don't know why. It just is. It's just so much better. I think it produces better content. I think it produces better conversation. And so that's really what I wanted to do. And COVID kind of made that hard because a lot of people, they didn't want to travel. They didn't want to see other, they didn't want other people traveling to them. And there was just a lot of uncertainty. And so the Wildcast kind of got put on the back burner a little bit. But we have a situation now. Anthony actually lives near me, so him and I can be in person for every single episode, and then hopefully maybe fly out guests or whoever. Yeah. Let me know what you guys want to see. Would you guys want to see an episode of just me and Anthony as like the comeback episode? Or should we try to have a banger? We try and get some people to come visit in person, do an episode, because one obviously can happen quicker than the other. But yes, we do want to bring it back. We just want to make sure it's good, and we want to make sure you guys want it back, which clearly a lot of you do. So thank you. Ferret the Ferret asks, your dad must feel amazing seeing you so successful. I'm going to just substitute my dad with parents. Was there ever a point in the beginning where your parents didn't understand or felt disappointed you gave up a real job for YouTube? I've explained this before. My dad actually got me a part-time job when I was going to school. So I was going to college full-time, working part-time, and then what little time I had left, I was doing YouTube stuff just for fun because it was addicting and I loved it. And this was like right around the time that Modern Warfare 3 was ending and Black Ops 2 was coming out. And yeah, obviously it was super, super fun and super addicting. Actually, this was when Modern Warfare 3 came out. So yeah, right in the beginning, really. And yeah, my dad got me this part-time job working security at an automotive plant. And so it was the easiest job ever. I just sat at a desk, didn't have to do anything. I basically got to do my homework and I got paid for it. And it was awesome. But YouTube started to make a little bit of money and it was obviously way more interesting to me. So I wanted to quit that part-time job and do the YouTube thing. And my dad didn't really like that, but he was like, you know what? You got 1 month. He said 1 month, quit that job, go do the YouTube thing. You better make as much money doing that as you would with a part-time job. Otherwise you're coming back here and you're begging for your job back. That's what I did. Quit, went and did the YouTube thing. I made more money on YouTube that month than I had made the prior month doing the part-time job. And it was all downhill from there. Eventually it snowballed, and eventually I even quit going to school, which was another hard conversation. My dad really didn't want me to quit going to college because my dad had to go back and get his degree later. So a lot of jobs these days just require you to have a degree, and so it's good to just get it out of the way. And I was in a position where I had a scholarship, and I could have really buckled down and focused and put the YouTube thing aside and focused on college. But the YouTube thing was just an opportunity that was in my face that I couldn't ignore it, and so I quit the college thing to do that. Luckily by then I was moved out of my parents' house, so they didn't really have as much of a say. Sorry, but hey, pro tip to some of you guys out there, if you guys don't have a great relationship with your parents or you feel like they're on your back all the time, guess what? If you move out of there and start living on your own, generally they'll leave you alone a little bit more. But also, they're probably not going to support you as much either. So yeah, good question. All right, let's end on a wholesome note. Ryder asks, what is something that can make your day better no matter what? YouTube, my fiance, and my dogs. No matter what, if I'm having a bad day and you guys send me a nice comment on Twitter, on Instagram, on a YouTube video, or a video does well or whatever, or Kelly says something nice to me, or I get to hang out with my dogs, those are the things that make my day better. So thank you guys. Yeah, anyway, that's gonna wrap up the Q&A. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys want me to do more of these, let me know. You can even leave questions down below here, or maybe some more topic oriented videos where I discuss things that I talked about here more in detail. Because again, gaming stuff's kind of boring right now, so hey, let's just chat. I don't chat to you guys enough. It's been a really long time. I don't even remember the last Q&A I did. It might have been at least 6 years ago, maybe even longer. A lot has changed. A lot has not changed. I figured we'd talk about it. But seriously, thank you guys. I really do mean what I said in the beginning. Where I have everything in my life thanks to this whole YouTube thing, and it's amazing. And I never want to stop providing you guys content and having fun with it. And I thank you guys for supporting me. Those of you who still support me, those of you new supporters, like I said, and even those of you who supported me in the past and maybe don't watch as much anymore. Doesn't matter. You guys were all a part of it. So thank you so much. Now, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Leave some comments down below of things you want to see me talk about, or if you have a question for another Q&A. You guys have a fantastic day. Go do something nice for someone and just be a good person. Okay? Bye.